Hello. For my fourth and final photo, I decided to use this one here. This picture is taken by James Haley. Um, and what I like about this picture is I like where it's located. I like the feel that it's at a bar. Um, you can see that he's got a few Dos Equis beers just laying around. And he's got one that he's drinking, so I kind of like that feel to it. To get started, we can talk about the different types of elements and principles of design. So for the elements and principles of design, I like how the line is portrayed in this. You've got many different uh, picture frames and different types of things hanging up on the wall in the background, and I like that because it kind of can gives you a sense of like a bar, like a classical looking bar. One where many different things are hanging up. You also get the line of the actual bar top itself, and different rooms, the pool table, or I'm sorry, not the pool table, the pool sticks, and all of that good stuff. You also have this sense of you have the element of form, and you can see that here where you can look at the bottles and you can see that some are empty, and then you have the one that he's drinking that is half full. You can actually see the line of alcohol that's in there. And then I really like how the colors portrayed in here. Everything to the right of the picture is kind of, and further back is kind of dull and darker, and everything on the left side is more light. I like how the light above him is very bright and kind of blurs out things around it. It kind of really focuses on him. Um, Here you can also tell about the texture. I can look at the counter or the bar top there and see that that's probably some stained wood, maybe a glossy feel, real shiny, a real smooth feel to it. And then going into the principles, I think that the balance of this picture is actually really really good. You've got your emphasis is on the left, the man's on the left, and then on the right side there's kind of not as much emphasis on the right side of the picture, so it uses the 2/3 rule pretty well. Also, you can see that uh, it kind of goes into proportion how he's mainly on the left side. So, what is this image about? This image is about possibly advice. I mentioned this in one of my other videos. How whenever people feel down or out, they kind of resort to maybe alcohol, and they in hopes that alcohol can make them feel better. If I had to guess, that's what I would guess that this photographer is trying to portray here. Things that I would change about the image is I would actually add more um, uh, beer bottles, and then maybe see if you can have your subject or the person you're taking a photograph of act even more act drunk or belligerent or just completely out of it, maybe even passed out on um, the bar top, kind of looking crazy and disheveled. Um, so some of the things that the artist could improve on here is they can improve on, like I said, maybe trying to get some more beer bottles out there, and maybe they can try to show a little bit more emotion with the subject in the picture. He just kind of looks like he's blank stare. Maybe he's upset or something. But maybe if you showed how he was, this particular vice has turned bad for him, and he's actually drunk, or he's actually, not doing so well. Maybe if you show maybe a little more emotion out of that, I think that would be beneficial. But all in all, I think this is a pretty good picture, and it kind of gets the point across.